The DMCA was legislated straight after the Copyright Term Extension Act. While copyright law is supposed to be a proactive solution, DMCA seems to be more of a reactive solution. The DMCA is again an American law, but it is very prominent around the world on the internet today. There are two provisions to consider about the DMCA. First, there are strict laws on software and hardware DRM, or digital rights management. This was supposedly aimed at stopping piracy, but what it can do instead is make a bunch of normal things illegal. For an example, if you purchase a DVD or Blu-ray, then copy that to your computer, as I'm sure many people have done in the past. You may be breaching rules outlined in the DMCA, and if you took the extra effort to remove those annoying copyright warnings or previews as well, then you definitely did. The second provision to consider is often called safe harbors. To keep a long story short, this basically means that service providers, ISPs, web hosts, web admins, etc. can be protected from any kind of financial liability based on the activities of others, providing they abide by the DMCA takedown notice rules. This in itself is flawed. Firstly, because something like a torrent site could technically be fine, as users tend to share torrents to the platform, so the website becomes the middleman. By taking action on any DMCA takedown notices, technically torrent sites are perfectly fine, at least specifically in relation to the DMCA. Secondly, this allows for false takedown notices. The DMCA takedown process works backwards. It assumes guilt and rarely gives users the opportunity to prove their innocence. This means that DMCA also allows for censorship. Even Google has found multiple takedowns with the motivation to suppressing free speech. DMCA takedowns rule the internet today, from suppressing free speech, removing legal copyright usage like fair use, to downright ridiculous errors like this one. Back in May this year, Family Guy aired an episode on Fox called Run Chris Run. In this episode, Fox used a clip of a YouTube video from a user named Switched called Double Dribble NES Automatic Shot. The video was uploaded way back in 2009. Shortly after the Family Guy episode aired, the YouTube video was immediately blocked through YouTube's automatic DMCA system on copyright grounds by Fox. After a bit of an uproar about it online, Fox eventually had the video reinstated and apologized. This is just one example of flawed DMCA, and it is interesting to consider that Fox is a commercial company. They earn money from producing shows like Family Guy. This clip did not fall into any of the general fair use terms in America, yet Fox still got to use an individual's video, literally claimed it as their own, and still made money. Hello?
Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
Who is this?
I'm Brad. Who are you?
I'm Peter Griffin. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that time Fox Studios took somebody's video from YouTube and claimed it as their own. Actually, it was on your show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know that's not really a good thing, yeah?
Wait, hang on. Why?
Because it's just one example of why copyright law today is all about the big end of town.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
So does that mean I can use content from Family Guy however I want to now?
No, I don't think so.
But why? That's not fair.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to introduce as many people as I can to copyright law online today, and inform them so that they can draw their own conclusions.
Oh, okay.
Honestly though, if Fox Studios can't be bothered to make their own content and use somebody else's, surely that needs to be a two-way street.
You're an idiot. This is never gonna work.
Well, that was strange. Speaking of using content from pop culture, next in the series, we'll be looking at remix.